Is there any question from module 1? Okay, then we are starting module 2. Like here we have a topic and tools, what we are going to cover today. Like find station. As you know, we can find in Excel sheet by using Control F, and the tool is in Home tab is the option in editing group. Find and select. We can find, but here is find special. Anything from just normal find you can also find the formatting and all that will be covered. And as we already discussed about the advanced filter is something like when you are going to filter by using color or by using font color, by highlight and shading. It is not just filter. If I tell you about filter, we had a category like male and female or a mark sheet of pass or fail. When we are going to see only fail persons, so by using filter, we already covered in yesterday's module. That's why I'm not covering now. Just a brief introduction. So we can we can filter only fail person or maybe pass person. Advanced filter, it could be filter depend on the color of font, color of cell, anything. Today we are going to cover pivot table and pivot chart. Pivot table is something which identify your data, identify your numbers or anything. Data, it can be separated into four format or four things. First is numeric. It can be calculated by some average anything which we already discussed, and in the cell or in the row, in the column, or in the other form. The chart sheet we will discuss when we are going to convert pivot. When we are going to discuss pivot table, we will discuss the thing. Then timeline slicer related to pivot table, cell protection, column protection, file password. All these things as a tool we are going to cover today. And there are lots of functions also which we didn't cover in yesterday's class. Like nested if, before nested if, I'll just introduce the if condition, and the conditions or multiple conditions are there. So one of the best conditions is if condition. Then the lookup functions. The advanced lookup, it can be converted into index and match, sum product, row, subtotal. These are the functions which we are going to use today. So that is why I'm just asking if you have any question or anything related to yesterday class or yesterday module, you can ask. So यहाँ पे second sheet is there. यहाँ पे we will going to discuss about the cell, log cell, or we will work on range. For example, you can see there is two types of shading, like there is blue one and yellow one. Yeah. One of them I'll just log one yellow cell, yellow range, or another I'm going to log the blue one. Okay. So how we can do this? First, you need to select a range. For example, I just select this range, or it will be good if you are going to do at the same time. Okay. For example, I just select this one and I highlighted this from different color. Now we have two range inside of one range. First one is this, another is this. For an example, I want to write in yellow cell, but not into these cells, these remaining cells. Okay. So what we can do, or as a vice versa, we can write in these cells, not in yellow cells. That's why I request you please download the file and do the same at the same time. You will never get the confused. So just select the whole range, then right click and go to format cell. As we discussed now, the format cell. And there is an option. Yesterday we discussed about number format, and today we are going to discuss about protection. Protection is something, the log and hidden. Two options are there. So यहाँ पे इस range में we are going to log these things, okay, to identify where we want to use the protection. Log cell first. I log everything in the range. Then okay. Then I'm going to different this one from this range. I'm going to differentiate this thing. So then select small range, right click, format cell, go to protection and unlock it. Okay. Now you can see these all things I log first. Then from here, from this range, I unlock only this thing. So now I can say the range is separate from the yellow one. Now I need to protect. go to select whole ray, then protect, go to review tab, then protect sheet, protect workbook. Click on protect. There is a protect log cell or protect unlock cell. Okay, there are two options: protect log cell or protect unlock cell. तो जो आपको लॉक करना है, this was the unlock, yellow one was the unlock and this one was lock. तो हम क्या करेंगे? We are going to select only one lock cell and I type a password, for example 123. Again I correct, re-enter the password 123 1. If I type here 2 in yellow cell, it will be typed, and when I going to use this one 6, it will show error. The range is protected, so I cannot type anything. Okay. Is there any question you want to ask? This video we are going to discuss the we are going to see the chat box also. Yesterday we missed lots of questions. Okay, is it clear to you? If हमें इस range में से we need to select these range, then we need to separate this one, and we want to lock whole range except this one. So how we are going to do? Just unlock a range, then unlock another range inside the range. Then you can lock one thing and unlock one thing. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, it is clear.
So you can try at the same time. So it will be easier to you. Okay. On the next sheet, we already discussed about how to type the table. Like this is the perfect example of nested function. Nested function is something when we are going to use functions inside the function. At the upcoming sheets, upcoming assignment or module, we are going to cover this thing, the nested function. But this assignment need to be done right on the. So anyone have any clue how can we do it? Like there are lots of person who want to learn advanced. Here I type 5. So there is a 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. How we are going to do it in this table, in this range? For example, I just type 3. So I need here 3 into 1 is equal to 3. 3 into 2 is equal to 10, 6, and so on. In the last of yesterday's module, we are discussing this thing only for 5, like example 3. I want to 3 tables, so 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12. This thing. Today we are going to learn how to use multiple functions at the same time. For example, if I type here 2, so okay. For example, I am just taking 5. So what I am expecting 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2, or again this thing 5, then space, then x, or is equal to sign, then space, then 2, then sorry 3, then is equal to sign, or then 15. This thing. So there are lots of things like first number, then space, then another text, then space, then another number, then space. So you can see inside of number or space or string, we are using two categories: the string one also and the calculations also. So how we can find 5 here, like 5. If I type 5, then I'll drag it. Yesterday this thing, I'll drag it. What will come? Anyone want to guess what will come? If I just drag it there, 5. 0 है.
5 is a
क्यों? ठीक. यहाँ पे just because we just type 5 or and we drag it, we didn't give any kind of reference or anything. So whenever I type here example 10, it will not change. So ये one time के लिए it is good. If we can write only 5 into 1 these things. Like example, I'm just changing here 11. So 11 table will become. So it should be 11, 11, 11. इसके लिए we are going to use cell referencing. Cell referencing of what is equal to sign. Then this one, which one? BA. Then I press enter. Now I'll drag one more time. What will come? It will come 11, then 0, 0, 0, 0. just because there is the cell reference. Like when I go and edit this one, the reference is B8, then I drag here, then reference is B9, then B10, then B11, B12, and so on. You can see, I just give the reference of B8. When I drag down, the reference is also changing. So this is the best example of relative cell reference. We discussed this thing in yesterday's class. This is the best example of relative reference. Now we need to fix. So what we are going to do? We need here 11, 11, 11. So we are going to use another kind of cell reference, B8, but B8 should be fixed. For using fixed thing, I need to put the dollar symbol, or I can manually type the dollar symbol here, or another hand, I use only F4 key, function fourth key F4 to change the cell referencing. Like this is now B8 is absolute cell reference because it fixed both column also and as well as row also. When I press again, only row is fixed and column is unfixed. Then column is fixed, row is unfixed. You can see the dollar sign is just moving around. The dollar sign is changing. Like I just fix B8 and then press enter. Now when I just drag it, what will come?
11, 11.
Cube.
dollar sign करके fix किया.
Because just we fix the column and row, so we fix the cell. That is why the 11 is fixed. Now one portion is solved. That 5, 5, 5, and 5. Now we need 5 with space and x and space. Okay. So what we are going to do? First, we are going to use another function which is used to combine the text. Anyone want to guess which is the function? Concatenate. Okay, concatenate join several text string into one string, and we want this one into one cell. So concatenate. First we use text. Which is the text? 11, 11, 11. So I can give the reference of this one, then comma. Then we are typing text or string inside a function. We need another kind of operator like semicolon. So just start double inverted comma, then space, then x, then space. We want this thing. Now we close the string function. Okay, I need only this thing as a string. So 11, then space, then x, then space. Now close the concatenate function and enter. Now it will come 11 space x, 11 space x. Okay. Is it clear? Any kind of confusion or something you want to ask?
Show it again, please.
Anything you ask?
Please show this calculation again.
Okay. So is it not clear to you or something?
Not clear yet.
Okay, wait. I'll just repeat it. Okay, I'll do this thing at several times so you can do in this column. Okay. Like I need 11 into 11 space x. Okay, for example, I'm just changing here 3. So it will come 3 space x and space because I want the 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So we separated the number as well as string also. I'll use this function again in here. So function was concatenate. Concatenate function is used to combine two or more than two text, multiple text into one text. Okay, for example, I type here Vikash, my name Vikash Kumar and Jha. I need this Vikash Kumar Jha into one cell. So I'll use is equal to concatenate, then tab is this one, comma, this one, comma, this one. Self-referencing. Okay, so I gave 3 text. It is combined into one text. It will show Vikash Kumar Jha. Okay, if I type A, then B, then C. It will change. Okay, now I want Vikas, then space, then Kumar, then space. So I need to give them the space also. Space is a string. Space we consider as a string. So I need A space B space C. So what I am going to do inside the concatenate function, I'll type a manual string, not a cell reference. So any string like A, B, C, D, space or anything you want to write inside the function, inside the argument also, you can type only in inverted comma, double quotes, space, then double quotes and comma. Then you can see A space B without space C. So then I need this space after B also. I'll go double quotes, space, then double quotes, and separate the argument by comma and enter. Now you can see A space B space C. When I type here Vikas, Kumar, and Jha. Now you can see Vikas space Kumar space Jha. So that space is same I use here. Concatenate B5, I5, 3 and space X and space. Okay. Now it's clear. Okay, now we need 1, 2, 3 and so on. So what is the function used to print 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3 is something. If I count here, it is 1. When I count here from there, but it is 2. Then these things 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay. Anyone have any option when how I can print 1, 2, 3 by using functions? You can see here, if I use a function name as row, it will show how many rows are there. So how many rows are there? 1, then 1, then 1. Okay. So I'll use row function. Row and reference is something like this one. This one, it could be anything. I'll type here. So it shows the 5th row is here. When I drag 6, 7, 8. Okay, but it shows what is the row number. It is show what is the row number. For example, I put here is equal to row function and reference will be this one. So what will be the row? 25. Here you can see 25. It will show 25. Okay, but we want separately. We want 1, 2, 3 instead of row number. So what we are going to do? We are going to use a function which can include multiple rows. So as we know, row is a singular and we will use rows function. Rows function, it will return the number of rows in a reference. So row in a reference, for example, I use this one, or I can't give the cell. I need to give the array or range. So I'll give this one D5 to D5. Okay, D5 to D5. Then close. It will come 1. When I drag option, what will come?
3.
Why? D7 just because of relative cell reference. So I need to fix one and unfix another one. So I just click here at D5 and fix. Okay. Now when I press here, so it always, for example, this one, if you are not able to understand, I use reference is changed D6, then D7, then D8, D9, and so on. If I fix first one, so it always comes from D5 to where? D5 to D5, then it goes D5 to D6, D7, D8, and D9. So it will go like so on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, is it clear? I'm going to use concatenate function in this column again. Is it clear to you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be possible it is clear to you. because we discussed the cell referencing. Now we are going to use concatenate function again because we want 3 space x space then 1 2 3 and then space something. Like we are going to use is equal to concatenate function concatenate then next one is my 3 space x. So I just select this cell then comma. What is my next thing? This one. Then another is space is equal to sign then space. Then what we are going to use double quotes. Inside the double quotes space is equal to symbol then space and close the double quotes. Then it show 3 into 1 is equal to, or I'll just drag from here. It's so 3 into 1 like this one. I'll change 10. So it show 10 into 1 is equal to. Now I need to convert 5, 10, 15. The logic of 5, 10, 15 or so I'll type 2 here for checking. So it comes out of the formula 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 4. So at the last I need only one thing. With what thing? That the logic is, wait a few seconds. The logic is I need this one 2 into 1 here. So what I'm going to use is equal to symbol this cell into this cell. Okay. So it comes 1. It's changing time to time. So is the option 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now if I'm going to use concatenate function is equal to concatenate again. Okay, I'm using concatenate several times because to explain you. I'll do in only one cell also. Okay, I'll do after this thing, I'll do only one cell. By combining the concept is if you want to use a function in one cell, first of all, you need to use multiple cell or multiple column to understand what is the output is coming after each something. Then you can combine the function or combine the formula. Or if you are expert or you have a good knowledge of Excel, you can directly work in one cell. It can be combined to one cell. Concatenate this thing, comma, this one. Okay, now the final product is 2 into 1 is equal to 2 and so on. Is there any doubt in all things? Because I'm going to do in only one cell. So formula can be big, but the logic is same. And formula I'm going to use because same things. Anything you want to ask from online session? Okay, now I'm going to combine all functions inside one cell. Just have a look. Is equal to concatenate. First, if I'm going to use first time, how I'll go? Next, I want this one, and something need to be in my mind. If I drag here, so it will come 200. So I need to jump on there. Here I just fix things. So now it will come concatenate this one. Then I'll do this one at the same time. So what is this? This I already print. So 2 will come. Now I need in double quote space multiply sign or x space and close the string. And next string was I want this one. How I printed this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I used a function named as rows. So is equal to rows. Rows. Now I need to select an array. When I drag there, only 1 was there, or there was only 5. When I do use row function, it show me the row number. When I use rows and unfix the cells, it will show me only one row are there just because of relative cell reference. Now I give the reference of this one from this one C5 to C5, and I need to fix the first C5 because I'm going to drag it or it will change time to time. So right now I need to fix C5. Now another text was I printed there 2 space 1 into 1. Now I need space is equal to sign then space. I'll do space symbol of is equal to then space then close the string. Now I want 2, 4, 6, 8 and this thing. How I'm going to do this one? Fix into symbol of into or use the rows function again. A rows function I already used this thing. So I'll just copy from here, copy by Control C and click here and paste it. Now close the parentheses and enter it. Now we can see 2 into 1, 2 into 2, all things are there and all combine it one function. Okay, the process of doing this thing or why I'm showing this thing, it can be when I hide this thing. If I hide by right click and hide this thing, you can see the function. It's little bit complicated. It can be shown you that little bit complicated, but I already explained why we are using dollar symbol, why we are using rows function, why we fix this one, why we do product symbol. So now when I do in different column, it is easier to understand. Anything you want to ask? So I have another question from here. You can type, you can use it by your own. Okay. So it is clear now. Self-referencing or where we are going to use self-reference or name something. I'll show you. I'll show you next assignment. Is there any question from your side? Now next assignment is I have two separate questions. First here and second here. So I request you please do the second one. I'll do first one. It will be same, might be possible, or I'll show you the tools here. You can use it. Like make a drop down of ID. Like there is a list of serial number, courses, ID, and staff name. It is just a random data, nothing else. We made it there. Like I want a drop down button of drop down menu of ID, this one, B11 or something. Like what is drop down button? You can see, for example, this is border. So this is only one tool and drop down has more options. Okay, so we can create this drop down button in our cell. So there is an option where we can do go on data tab, and now use validation, data validation. Wait. Wait, I need to check. This is Office 365. This was first pick up. Data validation. I'm not frequently using the. Go to data tab and data tool. This is a group data tool. And now we can use data validation. Select the drop down menu and click on data validation. Okay. I'll explain you again. Just select the cell, go on data tab. Now there is a option, there is a group named as data tools. Go there and there is a drop down menu of data validation. Click here. Now three options are there. Clear validation circle, because we use when we use validation, we can see where we validate the data. Now click on data validation. There's an option named as where you to how you want to draw the drop down menu, or you can choose multiple options from there. Any of them you can customize it, text length, time, date, anything which you want, you can use. Like here, I need a list of something ID. So I click list. Then where I get to get ID, the source format, source there, source is there. Now I click OK. So you can see drop down button is here. Okay. Now I can select any of them by drop down button. Any of them by drop down button. Any question? First type here Amrut. So it will show, it will change time to time. A1111. Okay. Now there is one more option. If I choose drop down button, so there is another question here. अच्छा किसी को इससे प्रॉब्लम है? Does anyone have any question in drop down button? Then I'll go in next and then next. These are only looking the simple questions, but there are three things which we can use: the drop down button, the lookup category, and the limitation of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. कुछ पूछना?
Doubt नहीं है sir.
Anything किसी कुछ पूछना हो? Anything. This which function I am going to explain, we are going to use in report also and the tables also. Anything you want to ask? Okay. Now there is an option named as lookup the staff from the range selected. Like I select the ID, I need to print here or look up the staff name. For example, I chose here P4444, or it could be anything. So here we need Pratham. Okay. So when I going to choose V3333 Vijay, same for Anjali, same for Amrut. What I'm going to do, I'm using a function. Okay. Here we don't want any kind of output or any kind of something. We need a lookup, like look from data and pick up any field from there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use a function named as VLOOKUP. Why VLOOKUP? Because I have ID here, then name is here. So first column has ID, second column has name. So you can see this line is known as vertical line and this line known as horizontal line. When I'm going to find in horizontal lines, I'm going to use XLOOKUP. When I'm going to use in vertical line, I'm going to use VLOOKUP. So how I'm going to use is equal to symbol that VLOOKUP. So you can see lookup for a value of leftmost column. Okay, this is the leftmost column. So now what is the lookup value? Lookup value is something where you are going to change time to time to find the name of staff. So I'm going to change ID time to time, not inside the table. I'm going to choose here. Okay. कि lookup का मतलब exact बताया जाए तो कहाँ पे आप लिखेंगे जिसके behalf पे आपको कुछ चाहिए. Where you are going to write something on behalf of that, they will look up the details in your table. So lookup is something here. I'm going to change. Then separate or I'll go on another argument. There is table array. Table array is something I can choose from there. Okay, but the limitation is VLOOKUP. I need to select from here. Okay, because the lookup value will be in first column. Lookup value will be in first column. Only then the VLOOKUP function will come in action. Then I choose column index. Column index is something, but which columns you want answer? Like ID is in first column, staff is in second column. Now I press second, and then there's the option of exact or approximate. Then I choose exact value by 0. Then bracket close and enter it. Now you can see if I choose P4444, name as Pratham. When I choose A1111, name as Amrut. When I choose V3333, name as Vijay. Okay, anything you want to ask? This function you can use. This function you can use in your report or something. Now there's one more thing. Yes, sir, please.
Sir, I couldn't understand the third point you said. First, we have to give the reference cell which will we take. Second is
Inside the
the
VLOOKUP.
array. Yeah, second is the array. Third is two. What was two?
Two was the column index. For example, I'm just having the ID. I'm just selecting the ID. So on behalf of ID, I need name the. So it should come ID then name. So I need to select from ID and then star. It is the limitation of VLOOKUP that lookup is in your in lookup. It need to be in your first column. Then only on you can find their values. Okay.
Okay.
So second was where you want the staff name. So staff name is which column? Second column. That was two. And the last one is zero. Zero for exact match.
Okay.
Anyone else? Because I'm going to solve this question that what is the limitation of VLOOKUP? Okay, can you anyone guess what is the limitation of VLOOKUP? Or you are using the VLOOKUP? What are the problems are having? Okay. हाँ, but ये तो हो गया कि अगर मैं चाहूँ अंजलि प्रिंट कराना विजय प्रिंट कराना फिर सब प्रिंट कराना सो वी कैन गिव द ऑप्शन ऑफ फर्स्ट कॉलम सेकंड कॉलम एंड थर्ड कॉलम बट इफ आई नीड the course so I cannot do the -1 -0 so first when I start from there I cannot go like this अच्छा इस चीज को थोड़ा हम समझते हैं मैंने कहा कि when I change the lookup value this is my lookup value I write lookup value lookup value must be in anyhow it should must be in first column. If I chose from there, it is okay. It is coming from first value. So I can select an entire sheet, entire page from here to like this. Or I'll go from there. So you can see first column is this one now. This one will first column, then second column, then third column. So the reason is why we are using VLOOKUP. When we go to use left to right, it is okay with us. When I am going to try to go from right to left, it is not okay. So this is the limitation of VLOOKUP. It only works in one direction, not in another direction. So instead of VLOOKUP, we can use another function. This is also a nested function. As our one sir asked, that what is the use of nested function when I am using the concatenate row and string this thing. So this is the nested function is equal to indexing of where you want the result. Okay, indexing of where you want the result. Then comma, what is your okay index where is your answer then match the lookup value is this and where is your lookup value lookup array where is your lookup value my lookup value is here. Okay, then close enter. Now when I change a to 2222 Anjali and Anjali is coming. Okay, what is the use of it? Why we are using index match instead of VLOOKUP? Anyone can guess? So when I choose index and match, I'll just change this one by this thing. Like where is my answer? So there is no limitation of direction that lookup should be in one column. Then another column must have the answer and something. Here the option you can go left to right as well as right to left. Okay. Here you can go left to right as well as right to left. Any question? You want to ask anything? Or if it's not clear, then I can explain again. Okay. तो यहाँ मैंने ये तीन चीज करा. You can use that questions. Okay. और next के लिए हमारे पास क्या है? Next के लिए we had a lots of data. Okay. तो हमें क्या करना है? We need to create a market of 5 students by random data. So what should be there? Total, serial number, roll number, subject 1, subject 2, total percentage, average. So here I am going to create, for example, I am just using serial number. किसी को समझ में अगर नहीं आता है या कुछ भी, so you can ask. मैं थोड़ा जल्दी से शुरू कर लेता हूँ क्योंकि कल भी we covered this thing only. इसे हम थोड़ा सा निपटा देते थे. Name, then roll number, रोल नंबर। प्लीज ध्यान दीजिएगा कि इसमें मैं मल्टीपल फंक्शंस को यूज करूंगा, तो उस टाइम पे आप लोग फंक्शन को चाहे तो हाथ कर सकते हैं और कहीं पे भी पूछ सकते हैं। देन subject 1, if I'm going to drag this thing, subject 1 to 3 will appear. Then I need to find sum or total number, then percentage, then I need to find a result. Okay, then I need to find grade. Grade or rank. You can say grade or rank. Okay, rank is here. Rank is different from grade. बताऊंगा अभी कैसे. For example, I need serial number, so I can type 1, 2, and select and drag it. जहाँ पे समझ में ना है ना, तो फिर से बताता हूँ उसमें. तो you can ask जहाँ पे आपको समझ ना, प्लीज आस्क. यहाँ पे I type random name, राम, श्याम, मोहन, सुरेश, महेश. Anything. Roll number must be roll number. It could be random, so I'm just creating a roll number on the behalf of first name or first letter of name or second letter of name and combined with serial number. So how I'm going to use left this thing number of text 2, then number of text 2, then I choose here is still RA, then I'm going to combine this with this function by concatenate. Okay, this is the concatenate function, or instead of the concatenate function, I can use the operator of concatenate. This is ampersand. Okay, then repeat this thing how many times? For example, 2 times. So it will come RA22, and then I drag it SH22. Or if I want to put a space or slash and something, so I can use slash symbol, hyphen symbol, and again the ampersand symbol. Now it show me like this. Okay, random detail is there. So whenever I change Vikash, it show V1111. Now I need to assign number from 1 to 100. So I'll choose a function name as rank between 1 to 100. Control enter to put all detail. Now I need sum, so I can use is equal to sum and select the range. Then here is the percentage option. Percentage is something. Anyone who want to explain the percentage? कोई percentage को कुछ भी बताना चाहिए क्या होता है और how we can find the percentage? I think यहाँ से आपके काम आएगी चीजें तीनों. यहाँ से यहाँ तक तो बहुत बेसिक था कि आपके काम आती नहीं आती मैटर नहीं करता. यहाँ से आपके माइट भी पॉसिबल कि काम आए. So anyone from you who can explain how to find the percentage in Excel? There is no function to find the percentage. We need to do manually by using formula. आप बताओ.
Is equal to
Is equal to
percentage.
परसेंटेज का कोई फंक्शन नहीं है, बाय यूजिंग फॉर्मूला ही कर सकता है. कैसे करेंगे? परसेंटेज होता क्या है?
By 100.
हाँ, बाय 100. किस में से 100? 100 में से कौन सा नंबर आया? फॉर एग्जांपल
Value in respect of 100. Value in respect of 100.
Value in respect of 100.
वैल्यू as equal to 100. Okay, so यहाँ निकालेंगे कैसे? how percentage you gain? For example, you have 160 number of total number of 167. So how I can say कि what percentage you gain? 50%, 20%, 30%. वो हम कैसे निकालेंगे? Percentage symbol, some percentage same कि how much you gain from how much was there.
वो numbers में
ठीक है? How much you gain or how much is there? We always say ना कि respect to 100 something. तो यहाँ पे I got 167 number is by कितने में से मिला मुझे? 100, 100,
300.
and 100. So I got this number कितने में से
300.
300 for percentage I need
100.
100. So 55.667. 6667. Then 68%, 55%, 53%. I can increase decimal or decrease decimal by using this tool. We already covered this one. ठीक है, समझ में आया? यहाँ पे 3, why we are using 3? क्योंकि 3 subject थे. That is why 3 into 100. Maximum marks 100 थे. Now there is a result option. There is a condition. If I get percentage 50, then it is called pass. Otherwise fail. Or you can say anything. It's up to your criteria. तो इसमें हम कैसे यूज करेंगे? How we are going to find the percentage? If the logic is this: if percentage is equal to 50%, is equal to or greater than. So it could be 49 greater than or smaller than. Greater than 49 is pass, otherwise fail. ठीक, तो रिजल्ट में we are going to use if condition. Logic is something. अच्छा, कोई मुझे बताएगा लॉजिक क्या होता है? Anything? कोई भी आप में से मुझे क्लियर करना चाहे कि लॉजिक क्या होता है? लॉजिकल टेस्ट तो हम समझ जाएंगे और आई विल सॉल्व दिस थिंग इन 2 or 3 मिनट. बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड लॉजिक क्या होता है. व्हाट इज द लॉजिक? बताओ लॉजिक क्या होता है? आप मेरे अकेले कैंडिडेट हो जहाँ बैठे हो, बताओ लॉजिक क्या होता है? Logic is something कि I'll ask to compare something कि ये इस चीज से बड़ा है या छोटा है. Is it equal to or not equal to them? तो लॉजिक के आंसर क्या हो सकते हैं? What are the possibility to?
Either this or not.
हाँ, तो टोटल पॉसिबिलिटी कितनी होगी? 100 क्यों होगी? टोटल पॉसिबिलिटी क्या होगी कि हाँ किसी का आंसर 2 क्या क्या?
This or
Yes or no? This or that?
yes or
This or that? Yes or no? Again, true or false? अगर yes तो true, false तो no. So ये पूरा कंडीशन जो है लॉजिकल फंक्शन, it will always work on true or false. The logical test is if I choose percentage must be greater than 49. Then it will call, there is the option name of value of true or value of false. So there is known as pass as well as कल का हुआ था. पहले अच्छा एक सर पूछ रहे थे ना कि where we are going to use the concatenate and row functions. तो concatenate row का तो कंफर्म नहीं, स्ट्रिंग के अंदर फंक्शन के अंदर we are going to string inside of double quotes. You can see here. Now I'll press enter. It's so fast. Okay, when I अच्छा ये अच्छा सारी पास. Okay, I just decrease the number 1, so it is fail. Is it clear? If condition is clear to you, or I need to discuss more about if condition, because there are lots of logical function named. Okay, there are only 3 logical functions which we are going to use at a several time. First if, second and third or. अगर ये आप लोगों को क्लियर है तो इट्स ओके, अदरवाइज I can do 3 of the functions. मुझे पता है आपको नहीं? If and or 3 function. Okay, does anyone know what are the use of these 3 functions? If and or.
if the condition occurs.
Okay, let me extend the data. I'll go there. Achha, one more thing. Like there is the option of pass and fail. If you understand the if condition, if you are not asking this, let me check the chat box. Okay, no one is asking because I am going to cover right now the nested if. If inside if. Okay, that is why if you want to ask anything, it's time you can ask. Because we are going to use grade. Inside the grade, we are using multiple ifs. Okay, no problem. If we have percentage is greater to 90, then we have a grade of A. ध्यान दीजिएगा. If we have only greater than 80, percentage 80, like I type here percentage, and this is known as grade. I am assigning randomly B. If we have 70, then we need C, and so on. Or for example, after C, we don't need D, E, F. Okay, we need nothing. Okay, we need blank. We need to assign only A, B, C. Three grades are there. So how we are going to do? There are three conditions. There was only one condition. If this number is something greater than, less than, is equal to, not equal to, anything is possible. And number, we compare two things. A cell by a number, then we put the pass or fail as a string. So the comparison is greater than, as I told you, the greater than 90, greater than 80, greater than 70, and as a string we have A, B, and C. So what we are going to use here, let me zoom it. Okay, what we are going to use, let me copy this one. Okay, here understand it and put here. Okay, now the screen is visible now. Now we are going to use multiple if condition inside a if. Okay, whenever multiple function is coming in, multiple function is coming inside a function, a single function. This is called nested function. Here we are going to use if condition, and multiple if in one if. If condition, logical test is the percentage must be greater than how much? 90. 90. So what is the value of true? Okay, if is it high, 90, is it there 90? So what will become? It will come A. So A is string. That is why we need to type in double quotes and close double quotes. Then we need to find if false, then we need to check again. If we want to check this one is greater than 80. If it is greater than 90, then A. If not, so it should check greater than 80. If it is greater than 80, then B. Otherwise, we need to check again. If this number is greater than 70, then we have an option named as C. Does we have another option? Does we have another option instead of A, B, C? No.
No, we have no
Nothing.
option.
So when we have no option, there is one more option. Inverted comma open and inverted comma close. Double quotes open and close. It shows nothing. Blank. Blank is also a string and nothing is and no anything. So now we need to close bracket three times. First for this if, second for this if, and third for this if. You no need to worry. Whenever you just close it, it will be automatically highlighted for a few seconds, like this one and this one. Now it's complete and we can press enter. So percentage is not 90, not 80, not 70. That is why it comes blank. If I drag it will come all. Achha. We need to increase the number. Okay. I'm just increasing the number. And between I type minimum number is 50 and maximum number is 100. Now you can see only 80% and 76%. So it comes B grade and C grade and rest are nothing. If I type 61 instead of 61, we wrote here function. If I give them not 50, I'll give minimum value is 80. So might be possible everyone get A, then B, B. I think you are understand. Did you understand this thing? Anyone confirm? Anyone can confirm from online or chat box. Did you understand this thing? Thank you, Aslam. Dishant sir. Perfect. Okay, there is another option named as rank. Okay, grade is different, rank is different. Rank is something who is on the top that need to be shown. Like first, who was second, who was third. I'm doing for only three, like first, second, third. The rest is can be blank. One, two, and three. Data is random, so that is why it's changed time to time. Or if something will be same, so it can be considered as a first rank. So is equal to the function is equal to R, A, and K. Rank, only rank function. A rank is something number. Where is the number? This is the number, and so separation point, and then I'll put here the range from where we need to find this thing and close. So it comes one. Now there is a okay. There is one more question. If I drag it, what will come? If I drag it here and leave it, what will come? Anyone have any guess? I use function. Function is correct. Function is working well. As you can check, this is second, but 94 is first, 93 is second. Okay. If I refresh it, now 92, 90, then 89. So it comes 3. If I drag it, what will come? If I'm going to drag it, who will be the first? It can be a right question. Who will be the first? Okay, first is not the problem is will come. Which problem is coming? बताओ कौन सा problem आएगा? Okay, if I'm going to drag this function, one problem will come. It will not show 3, 2, 1 and something like that. It will show like 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, it's like this.
Why?
Why? This is my question, na? That is why I am asking to you. Anyone कोई ऑनलाइन में से बताना चाहेंगे? Question is, I use the correct function, correct formula. So you can see if I refresh it, so there is 94. 94 is greater than all of them. When I drag it, it will not come 1, 2, 3 like this. कुछ error आएगा. I want this error. कि क्या error आएगा? Okay, let me fix this one. So data will not change. Right click and paste it. And paste it. So it is not changing. Okay. Now अगर मैं इसे drag करता हूँ तो first ये आना चाहिए, है ना? Then second ये आना चाहिए, लेकिन नहीं आएगा. क्यों? और हम इस चीज को नहीं कुछ तो 3 से 4 बार पढ़ चुके हैं. Why it will not come?
Because we are not referencing the cell. It
Oh.
keeps changing.
Thanks, Aman. That is the correct answer. Or which cell we need to fix? Which cell we need to fix? And you can guess
First
also.
one, the reference one that we are giving.
I1, I29.
Just a second. Yeah.
I29. If I fix I29, so it will always look him. Okay, like I fix it and then I drag it. It show 3, 3, 3, 3. I think. Okay, 3, 3 and NA. Bilkul. Because it always see from here.
Then we have to fix the range that I29 and the range.
Okay, this one, this I29.
No, it's changing. The range is again changing from that to.
So what we need to fix?
We need to fix the range in between which and the cell that we are seeing.
Okay, this whole cell, whole range.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I drag it, what will come? It will come 1, 2, 3. And why it's coming 333? Just because, okay, we did a great part. But I was asking, that was this solution. We need to fix the range, but we don't need to fix this one, this cell, just because it. I want for this should be appear reference. For this should become, and this should become. Okay, so when I fix I-29, it always look only for I-29. So that is why it's giving the answer I-29 as a third rank. So it will always give me all of them are third rank. So what should I do? I need to unfix this. Okay, remove the dollar symbol by using F4 key, and then I click. Now I drag it. It will come. अब क्या आएगा? क्यों?
Fix.
1 2 3 नहीं आएगा. जिसका जो रैंक होगा वही आएगा.
हाँ.
ठीक है? Now it's clear. मैम आपको क्लियर हुआ? आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था. Is it clear to you, ma'am? As you asked, as you gave the suggestion also. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, right is there. This is a sample of mark sheet which we can. You are going to use these functions also. I think the if condition, the nested if, and the rank function. Rest of them are not good for you. I can't say good for you, but useful to you. Or we need to format it. How we are going to do? Just select all, or where you want to do. Just select this thing and press border, home tab, and border this thing. And now select the mark sheet. Select and merge and center and type mark sheet. Okay, only that was there. The sort range and sort we already covered and all things. Mark sheet. Acha, one more thing I want to show you something here. Like I don't know the function left C29 to. We have a look on it. Like I need to insert one column here, and I need to drag roll number. Please have a look. ठीक है? यहाँ पे as I write a function to print vi/11. So I need that function left C29, comma 2, then ampersand, then ye, then this one. Or instead of ampersand, we can use the concatenate function. Okay. What if I don't know how to use this function or how to use is a nested function? So I can do one more thing. This is known as flash fill. This is known as flash fill. I give a logic of single one thing and then use flash fill to automate this thing. Okay. The limitations are there. I'll show you. I type here what is my requirement? What is my logic? Vi, then hyphen symbol and one or two times. One. Same logic is there. Same logic is there. Okay. But I'm going to do. I'm going to use vi hyphen 1. Then press enter, and there is a shortcut key named as Control E. Value of value. Control is the shortcut of. Okay. First we need to select. Wait. Okay, we need to find this one. I type here. Then I'm going to select and we need to type Control E. Control E is the shortcut key of flash fill. Flash fill is a tool in I think home tab. That's flash fill. This one. Okay.
हाँ 2 मिनट तो
ठीक ठीक है, फ्लैश फिल आप लोगों को समझ में आया हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज फ्लैश फिल? ये एक क्वेश्चन था, जैसे मैं विकास कुमार झा 3 सेल में लिख रहा था ना, I want to type in one cell, so we are going to use concatenate function. Instead of concatenate function, what if I reverse the condition? Like I type in or I type in one cell something, I need to combine this, or we need to contain something. तो इसमें इशू क्या है? पहले बात तो मुझे ये बताइए कि did you understand the flash fill जो मैंने अभी करके दिखाया, या मैं एक बार और करके दिखाऊं? Just because I'll ask a simple question on the behalf of flash fill. Anyone from online? Offline अभी कोई भी नहीं है. I'm happy to have your output also ना, कि if you are going to answer तो समझ में आया कि हाँ you are going to understand or something. Flash fill आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया? Because I am going to ask a question. ठीक है, मुझे एक चीज बताइए कि when I'm going to use flash fill or I'm going to use function, what will be the difference? Because you can see vi hyphen double one is coming, sh hyphen double two is coming, mo hyphen double three is coming. Okay, and it is too easy. It is too easy from this function because we need to write function and all. So when we can do these things, so why we are using the function things? कोई भी आप इसे बताएगा? बताइए. आपने तो कुछ नहीं सीखा. मिताली मैम, युजी मैम, कपल सर. कोई नहीं बताना चाहेंगे? ओके, चलिए मैं बताता हूँ आपको. When I'm going to change the name, like Shyam is there, I'll type Prachi. So you can see here is the PR2222, but this is only SS2222. मतलब क्या है कि और if I want to change this one for like 20, okay, तो यहाँ पे देखा PR2020, मतलब it is always come, it is not depend on what we had. Okay, whenever we are going to change the cell value, so we gave the cell reference, so it will automatically change. But यहाँ पे we just fix the value. We just fix the value, so nothing is dependent on cell referencing. No matter what is there, the matter was what was there when I wrote here. Okay, this is the major difference in flash fill and cell referencing. So whenever we are using the Excel or we are being the expert of Excel, so I'm using only less time in flash fill. Maximum time I'm going to use by using function and formula. Okay, so when I'm going to change something, so it will cell reference by using cell referencing. चलिए नेक्स्ट करते हैं, उसके बाद कोई पसंद. ओके, वन थिंग यहाँ पे काफी अच्छी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. I made the assignment, next assignment to you, or this is the quite good. Personally, I like it. यहाँ पे क्या है? We have an option of limitations. Like I have limitation of 4-digit number. Like if I type any 4-digit number, 2222, it show me error. And note this, please try lesser number. Okay. Or I type 1, it will automatically come. Then I type 1111, it will come. Any number less than 3, less than of 4 digits like 100, it can come. And I go on 4 digits, it show please try lesser number. So by this assignment, we are going to use two things: validate the column or validate the cell, and decide the error message. Okay, we are going to decide the error message as well as we are going to restrict the cells on the behalf of our conditions. समझ में आया सबको कि असाइनमेंट क्या है? Anyone can confirm कि आपको समझ में आया कि असाइनमेंट क्या है? मिताली मैम, you raise the hand if you want to ask something. I'm happy to have the solution.
I wanted to ask something from the previous sheet, but now as you've moved on, it's okay. We can do it later.
No, ma'am. If you want, then I can also go there. That's not an issue.
No, we can do this exercise later. What I face, suppose we have two Excel sheets or two sheets in the same, sheet only. Suppose, as you made the last one, mark sheet. Suppose I have three people making the same sheet. Someone is filling for subject one, someone is filling for subject two. But what they have done is the names are different. In sheet one, my names are different. People are same, but that sequence is different. But I want to combine them later on in a single sheet. So I guess VLOOKUP is something that we use, but I have always found it very difficult to again compile all this data in a single sheet. So if we can do an exercise about that in the end, maybe in the end when we are done with all the other exercises, that will be very good.
We will go to do this. First of all, I'll just show you how to use hyperlink and cell protection. I already show you how you are going to use cell protection. So you can use by validating the which person is working on particular column. You can this thing you can fix. Then you need to manually do the copy and paste, or otherwise you can do by using cell reference. For example, as you give na, I have a sheet, multiple sheet like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and 3 persons are working over there. At the fourth sheet, I need to compile all the data of 3 sheets. So we can use by hyperlink or by cell referencing.
So there is one option of VLOOKUP also when if suppose the sheet
By
will come from some other
by
person.
when I say cell referencing, matlab is cell referencing as well as by VLOOKUP function or any function, it always use cell referencing.
Okay.
In any function, you need to use the cell referencing. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful question. Acha, anyone guess how we are going to restrict this thing? We also discussed this tool in the previous assignment, where I just draw the drop down button. So what I'm going to do? What I was going to do? Okay, here let me do like I highlight with yellow color, and I need to validate this thing. Like it will work according to me. So I just select this thing and go to data tab and then select data validation. Again in data validation, we have lot of options. We just had this one key. We need list. So I had this on that assignment की जहाँ मुझे IDs was there कि मुझे IDs का list चाहिए. And apart from IDs, I had these values, like there is the option name text length. I just click here minimum number. So I put there the what can be minimum number and the maximum number. Okay. Minimum number is 1, and second maximum number, the maximum digit is there. Like for example, I just give 4 digit. Okay. So now if I type 5 digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it show error. Okay. It show error, or the error is this value doesn't match the data validation restriction and all things. I need to change this one also. But this value doesn't need. So I'll check. I'll go here, select again, then go to data validation, then data validate, and there is input message. Input message, what you want? What you want to print the message? For example, I want to print title is joking. Just for an example, nothing else. So whenever I just click here, it will always say like comment. Okay. Or I want to change the error message Error message is something like error alert. Here, you want to stop it, warning it, or information. So I want to stop, restrict by title, joke, and message was again. So when I type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digit, it show me joke and aha. Okay. So there is the option. This is one more column which I highlighted from different color. So please do it any kind of data validation. Okay, which you like to have any kind of data validation, or if you don't want to use different data validation, please use this one. Okay, if I type, if I try to type 4-digit number, so it will show me error of you are not allowed to do. Okay, anyone can do कि यहाँ पे whenever I type more than 4-digit letter, so the message should be appear like this. You are not allowed to do. Okay, and the data validation is clear. Like here the message was, please have a look. How are you? Something like 4-digit restriction. We can do the date and before. You can use if you want to give them like for example, you had interns. Who is working on you on working under you. So you can give them a sheet by validating the Excel sheet or Excel column, particular column. This tool can be used for maximum time. I'm using a maximum time of this. Like I can protect the cell or I can validate the cell where they need to use on it. There is one more tool which is quite good for you, like data tab. Okay, data tab is something where you can use the data from outsource. Like you want to get data from anywhere. So how can you do it? For example, I'm just having a sheet. Okay. For this, I need to find where I have data. For example, I am just finding a data. This is a random data or just an example data. You can refer anything. Okay. So how data is copy and pasting by Google or somewhere, na? So which I can show you. क्या कुछ भी बता इसमें से डेटा अगर ढूंढा जाए डेटा वाज लेयर क्या कॉपी कॉपी एंड पेस्ट इट वो पेस्ट इट अच्छा ये ऑफिस 365 है इसलिए इसमें कनेक्शन बनाने के लिए बोलता है अदरवाइज कनेक्शन बनाने के लिए नहीं बोलता है बस बेसिक होता है जो ऑफिस 365 यूज करते हैं ना तो ये हमसे पूछता है अदरवाइज क्या होता है कि कॉपी डेटा करो तो लोड होके यहाँ पे सारा डेटा आ जाता है लेकिन ये अच्छा है कि पूरा डेटा दिखा रहा है so it show you like here what you are going to use table 1 table 0 table 1 table 2 table 3 which data you want to use this is for random okay random if you want to create a report or you want to work on anything so you can see the random data is here okay I just select any of them and click load getting data external data too is getting. Now we have a random data. Now we have a random data which was not a random. Okay. In the population growth of India, Indonesia, Pakistan, Nigeria and all, the data must be available on website. We can export it or we can get it into Excel or we can work on it. For example, there is a similar country ranked by population growth rate. Okay. I want to remove the similar countries rank by population. So what I'll do, I type GROWTH. What I need, growth or rate. I'll show you the power of flash fill. Okay, I just press Control E. So it will also find growth rate. Like I need here. You have started seeing that, so you will not find. Like I want to type growth rate of India, growth rate of Indonesia. How will I do? I just a simple type GROWTH, growth rate of India. Now control, इसको मुझे पूरा लिखना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे. Just select here. Now type okay. Now you can see I didn't use any function or anything. I just simple type one thing which is inside of this cell or another string and then inside of this cell. So growth rate of India and then press Control or E or I use the tool of flash fill. So it always comes in growth rate of India, combination of this one and this one. Growth rate of Indonesia. Now you can remove this thing. You can remove this thing or it is too easier to you. Growth rate of India and this thing. Now did you understand? कुछ भी है? So you want to ask something? Anything you want to ask? From online? Or did you understand the get data concept or flash fill concept? Can you try? Can you try yourself? Can you try with yourself? I'm giving you 5 more minutes. Please do it. Or use flash fill. At least use flash fill if you are not able to use the get data option. At least you try to use a flash fill. This can be useful for you. I hope कि आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा how to get data from anywhere and you want if you want to change if you want to use flash fill instead of using function you can use. I already show you the limitation of flash fill. Flash fill is working only for say only one time. It is not working on cell referencing. Whenever you change the value, flash fill's value is pasted as a text, not as a value, so it cannot be changed. Nah? So next is, if I'll check next thing, okay, next thing is pivot table. If we have, for example, we have data of this thing. This is also a random data picked up by any website or something. I just pick up lots of data here. Now, this is unique IDs, employee name, department, hiring date, year of experience or year of working, and salary and increment. This is just a random data, nothing fixed. What we can do, we can create a dynamic dashboard kind of thing or chart something where we can see the department and all things. Like department can be same, okay. The department is same maximum time. So we can check this thing. किसी को ये डेटा समझ में आ रहा है हल्का सा? There was unique ID, employee name, it will department or something. एक चीज I can show you one more thing here. Like we have employee name at one cell. Like this is known as first name and second name. Taylor is first name, Hector is second name. For example, just an example, I want to insert here their Taylor and then next to Hector. How I can do? Like first name and last name. Last name. I want to use this thing. There are two options. Instead, either I can use the delimiter option like data tab and go to text to column or something. Then I can convert this thing and separated by commas. Okay. Or else we can use PAGE, enter, then Control E. So if it is there, so we can see they can come like this one. Why it's coming line. First name is different and there's a Lisa. When I type Lisa, press Control E. The first name, its second name are there. Something are missing. Some names are missing. I think this will come with comma or somewhere else. The formatting is different, but that is not a part. But this is the power of flash fill. You don't need to work it again and again. Okay. Or if you will work one time by using cell referencing, by using function, whenever you will change, it will work like this. But in a flash fill, you are not going to change time to time. Okay. Why I am repeating this flash fill again and again, because maximum time you think that I use flash fill or fixed delimiter instead of using function. That will be quite good, or that can be easy for you, but you can do only at one time. Next time you will change the data, you need to do it again. So instead of using flash fill or data text to column, I prefer to use this thing. Which is there? The formula function thing, like left function, right function, and all. Now we have a data, random data, it will be random. Now we want to convert into a dashboard, as well as we want to convert into a chart and table. So now the data can be differentiated between four things. Like I explained the initial modules. Data can be in column, data can be in filter, data can be in a row, or data can be in value. Like there are some data that can be filtered. For example, here we can filter the department because we have several same departments sometimes, project and contract service. Again, yeah, we can see project and contract service. Again, project and contract. Again, there operation, and there must have an operation or somewhere. So we can filter this data, and there are something which we can add on, like salaries, years, which we can add on, increment or decrement, anything could be possible. Department or something can be in row or column. If you are not able to understand this thing, not an issue, just select your entire data by pressing Control N, Control A. Then go to Insert tab, and then the option name as Pivot Table. Okay, instead of pivot table, we can use pivot table and pivot chart. Pivot table and pivot chart, both at the same time. Okay, first let me explain you pivot table. From data from external source, you can create dashboard from there also. There is a table option. Table option. The boundary is start from there and from here. Now there's the option of new worksheet or existing worksheet. You want to create it here, or you want to create a new worksheet. For example, I just gave create new worksheet and press OK. Data model something when you are going to use uh, this thing. Power BI, Power Query, there need to be a data model connection and more multiple tools. Now click on OK. Now you can see a table is appear named as pivot table, and data fields are there. You can see the pivot table is here, fields are here, and where you can see fields are there, and the data, it can be transformed in filter, it can be transformed in column, can be transformed in row, as well as value. So whenever you want to click, for example, department you click, it will go on row, or it can go anywhere. But what you require, you want to require you want this thing into filter. For example, so you can click on filter and select these things. For example, you want to create this thing in column. So column, you can see the column is here. Then value. How many departments are there? 741. So I'll just drag it on row. Then I want to know in each department how many employees are there. In each department, how many employees are there? For example, ADC, admin training. Okay. So I need this thing into value. So ADC have 5 departments, admin training has 14, again admin training has 1, audit service has 9. Okay, you can see one thing, admin training and admin space training or admin without space training. It consider two different departments. So we need to do it. Go on pivot table. We need to, first of all, we need to understand two or more things. In our table, we don't need or we haven't the option of having zero value, like blank value. If you use the blank value or dash or something, na, it will show error or it will show a different department something, department or different value. Or if you have error, so you can see in the dashboard, there's an error option also. You can also find the error thing. So avoid this thing. The blank page, the blank cells replace with zero or any value which you like to have. For example, zero. If we consider zero, so we will have sum. It is zero. When we have into, this is also zero. That is why we are using zero or nothing else. यहाँ पे we can create. We have another something department, or we can change this thing also. There is a row level. We can see department. Okay, this not count of name. If you want to know count of name or you want to change something, na, you can do here. Just select from drop down value and value field setting. You can sum, you can average, you can maximum, you can minimum, you can product, you can do anything which related to number. Okay, where I get the option, just click on the right and then go value field editing. Value field setting, and you can choose anything like sum. I choose sum. So sum is zero because there are only one or two options. Na? So I can use count or maximum. So maximum is also zero. It always depends on your data. How much you have data now? It always come on depend on your data. Okay, is it clear? Like we have grand total of 471 or 741, and we have quality control 80 members in quality control, quality assurance we have 73. Or again, this thing you can logistic we have 32, manufacturing we have 149. So you can see your whole data. Even it is not possible ki you will just apply the filter option or you will count this thing like that. So it will show here. But you can do multiple things are there. Like now you want the data only for logistics. Okay, this is a great thing. Please understand this thing. If you want only data which is from logistic, okay, or you want this into a different sheet, what you need to do? Just double click on it. You will have the data of only logistics things like unique ID, employee name, department, hiring date, year of experience, salary, increment, all are with there. Okay. Any question or if you have understand, please let me know. अच्छा किसी को भी अगर समझ में ना आया हो if anyone here was not comfort or we do
एक बार और दिखा दो सर.
So I am doing again. Just select all data, go on insert tab, select pivot table and pivot chart. Okay, just click on it. Now here again the same thing. New worksheet, click on here. Now we have two things, pivot table as well as pivot chart. For example, I am having a department in row, then employee name in value. So you can see the chart. So, okay, what is the chart? If anyone can explain what is the chart? Chart is the graphical representation of your data. Like data you have here, you need to find which one is on the top, which one on the something. Like here you can easily see this one on top, and next is like this, and this one. Okay, so you can easily understand your data, or you can modify. You can modify the chart also. Just click on chart. There's option design or format. You can design always and format always. Design have multiple options like something like this. You can choose it and you can select from there. This is chart, same as the chart option. Chart is something like it shows the graphical representation of your data. Whenever you change this thing, what is the beauty of pivot table or pivot chart? Whenever you are changing something, year of experience, for example, in this one, or it might be possible, legend. It show like this. You want the data is according to you how you want to change. It's up to you. Okay. How you want to change? It's up to you. जैसे if you want to settle the data, like example, year of experience here, I want to use only 20-year experience data. I click on 20. These are the value who has these are the option who has 20-year experience. Now, if I want to click that I need all detail, ADC one, then admin training, who was the person, audit service, who was the person, I'll click on 74, or if I want any particular one department, I can double click on there. For example, right now I just click on 74. So these person have more than 20-year experience or only 20-year experience. I just double click it. They give me the data of all the persons, all 74%. Any question from your side? Anyone? Okay, let me explain you one more thing. Slider or timeline. This is also good. I think that will be quite good for you. Slicer. What is slicer? Slicer is same as a filter, but the manual, not a manual filter. It will be dynamic filter. For example, I just create a slicer. So it will ask which thing you need a slicer. For example, I need department. Okay, I click here. It will show me the buttons of filter. I can change. It can become 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, or in scroll bar. I'll just say it need to come in 3 column. Okay, or I need the changes like I need to see somewhere like this one or arrange this. Now, what is the beauty of it? I can just click on complaint department. It show me data of only complaint department. Logistic department, it show me data of logistic department. Okay, like here, I just click on this department. It show me data of this department. Same for the chart. Quality controller 88 data. I want 88 data in another sheet. Just double click it. It will come here. Manufacturing 149. Okay, you can see, or you can select multiple of them. Like you want manufacturing as well as you want logistics. So click on manufacturing, then control, click on logistic or manufacturing admin. Anything you want to ask, just select it. Now you want all data. These three department, you want only these three department at one sheet. Just double click on it. You have all data of another department. Only three departments are there which we selected, and we have. So we created a mini dashboard. Like these are the buttons. As I show you, there was a chart, a pivot chart, which can change, which will change according to data, or they are the buttons. Again, there are timeline also. There are timelines also. When I click here and go to, I can show you the timeline option also, where we had a slicer button, not a slicer, scroller button. I'll just click timeline, or there's a timeline can be only created in date something, like your date of birth, joining date, something like that. So there is a scroller button. Now you want something, just clear these things. Now you want something like who joined in December, was from the logistic department. If there is any data related to this, they will be appear, or there is a December 2015, or you can drag it there. So it will select from somewhere. So you can create your own scroller bar. It depends on your data, how much you want, and the event. So you can see there are the option to create dashboard also by using slicer, timeline, filter, and the chart. You can create it now. Select this one or clear this thing. So you can get the data. Anything to पूछना आपको? Anything you want to ask? You want to know how many students, how many candidates hired in 2012 in particular department. So you can see, or you can remove this one. So it will show you how many candidates you hired in 2012, 2014, 2015. So it will show you data. Now 2015, you want only operations. Like you want only operations, you can select from there. Operations. So it will always come you have hired only one person, you want to find his details, just double click it on it. Now you get the all details of particular one person. अब मतलब क्या बोलते हो एंड करें हो गया
आपका almost. तो
one more thing, this will be the last thing from my side. I'll show you the ribbon option. For example, I'm using three things: pivot table and chart, or format painter, format painter, or something like flash fill, and so on. Multiple things are different table, different tabs, but I want in my personal tab. So how can I create? Just click on File tab. It's the option name as there's the option in the last. Click on it. Now customize ribbon. Click on customize ribbon. Now you can create your own tab. Click on new tab. Now name it. Name the tab. Okay. Click on tab. Rename it. Name, for example, Vikash. Okay. Okay. If you want to create group according to you, like example, I am creating a group name as training. So I can create. Now I need to select the tools which will come in training group. Like I need flash fill, so I'll just find out from there. Where's the flash fill? Okay, these are the only popular command. If you want to explore more than that, you select on all command. Okay, now this can be find here what you like. Like I like this thing or something. Just click on auto fill, auto format. Just select any of them, auto filter, and add. Now you want to add something like uh, chart and chart type. Click and add. Now you want to add something like clear. Click and add. Whatever you want, just these are the tools which you can find. Just click and then add. Or if you want to remove it, like you accidentally add the comma style, you want to remove it, select this one and remove. It will disappear. This is the convert to comments. Click and add. Now press OK. Now you have a table named as Vikas, which has group of training and multiple tools which you need or you want. Any question from your side? Otherwise, I'll just wrap it up. Any question?
So thank you so much for joining with us.